Well, hey, basketball fans, Christopher here. Thanks for checking out the game. We've got a good one on slate today. 8U PeeWee CFPO here at Miller Middle School, week number 5, and the Jags, the black and white pinstripes, taking on the Dream Chasers Blue, are 2-2, looking to go above 500 today if they can. 8-minute periods, and Dream Chasers will start with this one. Chest pass to inbound, and Darren picking up the point to start this one out. And a high pass, maybe knocked away into Darren's arms by Gabriel, and he will get his hands on some blocks. That's kind of his forte. Brown into the paint, finds a layup, and has a lane, and 2 points are on the board. As always, no press. Defense can pick them up as they cross midcourt, and Darren will continue to guard 21. She'll work to her left side, down the baseline. Arms are up, and she needs to find some help. And they've got her tied up at this point. Sometimes they will call a but they don't that time. Darren with a fast break on the left side, slides over, and his second bucket on the card. So an early 4-point run for the Jags. King picking up Hayward, and she turns, and Darren's right there to grab it out of the air again. He's been an early nemesis and then fouled on the shot. He'll shoot two. Referees getting these guys all situated and where they can be on the floor for the foul attempt. Darren will scoot up to the blue tape line, which is about 12 inches inside the typical foul line, and rips the first free throw. Jags. This one, should it miss, is live, and it will. And a loose ball there, secured by the Dream Chasers. She'll dribble down, unimpeded, until midcourt where Darren will find her. Working to her right side is 21, down the baseline, trying to find a spot to get the shot up. Loses the ball momentarily, and Sarin's got her tied up. Inbound to Darren. He'll chest pass over to Sarin. Sarin taken down and called for a reach in is the Dream Chasers. So Jags to inbound here under their own basket. And finds Gabriel, and then a whistle. So a violation past the inbound. Dream Chasers. And so ill-advised pass from Sarin, trying to find his man under the basket, but there was traffic in the way. New point guard, she'll work to her right side, being guarded by Gabriel, and couldn't keep it in. It was close. Sarin gives it to Darren. 3:48 to play in the first. 5-0 game. Darren trips on his dribble there, has to get rid of it, finds Sarin out around the 3, and then the whistle blows. And a foul called again. I believe uniform color, they're referring to the Jags as black and the Dream Chasers as blue, though they're wearing black jerseys, everybody, that is. So Darren will give it to Gabriel. 23, race towards the basket, find a lane and shoot way high, and it's out of bounds there on the baseline. So King will stack his team and then find Darren. Darren backs up for a 3, takes the shot, and it's too deep. And it's found by the Dream Chasers, and I think maybe steps out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jags on this end. Gabriel to Darren. Darren, couple dribbles in, and then finds a lane and has the shot. In traditional basketball, might have been called up and down, but they'll let that one go, and it's 7-0. Dream Chasers down the right side. High dribble, she loses her balance, but keeps the ball, gets back up. And then trying to get it out. Darren's there, and Gabe knocks it away. Saves it before it goes out of bounds, but grabbed right back by the Dream Chasers. And then she's down to a knee. And a foul called, I think, on Gabriel that time. So under the basket for the Dream Chasers. And she's looking for her teammate. High pass, right to King. And King shoos the team down. Let him go, and then he'll bring the ball down court. Right side, hot pass. Over to Elijah. Elijah takes a shot, and it looked good for a minute, but dropped out. Darren races over, try to get the rebound. Does. The shot, too deep. and the Dream Chasers have it. 1:12 in the first. Clock is moving. "19" Gentry on the back of his jersey moves to his left side. Darren picks him up. Finds 14, dishes to her. She's going to wheel back into the key, look for that lane, and blocked by Gabriel, but he got her arm, and she'll go to the line. Always takes a moment to get everybody situated on their order on the key. 14 takes her first of 2, misses to the left side. She'll have one more coming, and we'll take a pause for some subs. Shot number 2 on its way. Dream Chasers trying to get on the scoreboard, misses to the right, and Gabriel there with the board and gives it to Darren, and the quarter will end. 7-0 will go to the second. So 5 fresh feet on the floor for the Jags, and they run a deep bench all season long. Pooty will inbound to Cam, and number 2 races towards his basket, picks up the dribble, and finds Javon in the corner. Javon back to McKellar. 16 hits the deck, dishes back off to Pooty, who will try to wheel back around, and then over to McKellar. He might could have taken the shot, he had a lane, and now the whistle will blow out of bounds on the baseline. Coaches for the Jags telling them you got to shoot the ball, have that lane, take advantage of it. It's congested typically under the basket, so whenever it's not, you got to take advantage of it. 14 looking to do just that herself, tied up in congestion, moves to her right, finds the lane and misses the left side, and the loose ball out on the Jags. It'll stay on this end with Dream Team. Number 13, Smith to inbound. Deep, but not deep enough, and Javon has it. He'll shoo the defense and his team down court, and he'll dribble past midcourt. Sets up the offense. High pass over to Perez. Cam, not in time, and a reach around foul called. Inbound to 16, McKellar, and then whistles blow, and the same foul called again, 2 in a row on Dream Team. And so they're going to say, got to keep those arms out, can't reach around. Pooty slaps the ball, finds 16, and swiped. Good defense by the Dream Team, but he comes up with it, looking for Perez. It's intercepted. A good takeaway by Cheatham, and she's got a real engine. A timeout, I think, may be called, and they'll sub. We got a little injury here, and they'll get her taken care of. So back from the injury timeout, still a 7-0 ball game. Dream Team trying to change that here on this trip down the floor. 21 works to her left side, long arms of 16, playing defense. And Cam comes from the backside, swipes it, says, I'll take that, and then they get it right back. Number 6 swipes Cam, and into the lane he goes. Shot not high enough, hits the front of the rim. 21 is there. She's everywhere, but trapped there. 4's got a lane, the shot's up and in, and the Dream Team blew her on the board. 7-2, it's a 5-point game. Gotta love the grin from Pooty, just plays with the most joy you've ever seen. Perez works over, errant pass, but Pooty's there, bails him out. He's got Javon to his left, now he finds him. Javon could have gone to the lane, he had an open place to go, throws up a prayer. McKellar there to try to bail him out, but it's out of bounds. So the Jags will retreat. 6 will run the point and see if they can't capitalize on that momentum from the last trip down. 4:17 to go in the first half, and he takes aim and shoots. It was on the mark, and 16 has the board. McKellar waves him down, lets him get some space. He'll take his cue from coach, set up the offense, and see what gives. McKellar around the left side, double teamed, loose ball on the ground. Oh, and coach got a little colorful and caught himself there at a travel called. 6 works with some pace, coming back down this side. And there's a lane, he kicks it all the way in, and he's got it! The defense gave it to him, he saw it, spied the opening, and made good on it, and the last 4 points belong to the Dream Team. They're on a 4-0 run. 3:24 to play in the 3-point game here in the first half. Javon will work the point. Left side, Pooty's calling for it, and then a reach around foul, and they've got 3 just the same way. Fresh feet on the floor for the Jags. Sarin looking to inbound it. 21 stalking the pass. She'll let it go over to Pooty. Pooty fakes to the right, cuts back to the left side, picks up the dribble, dribbles again, and then a foul called, and it's another reach-in foul. Sarin to DK. DK, left side, Over to Sarin. Ball's loose for a second. Sarin trying to get it, and he can't. And 21 has a steal. McKellar will pick her up at the midcourt line. Keeping his shuffle going. Shuffles all the way over to the side. She'll take him to the baseline. And that's where she'll have to stop. She'll look for help now. Finds it. And Elisha there to wrestle it free. And it's going to be a turnover. Jags will have it. Sarin will work the offense. Tries the right side, body check, and loses it. And then it's a tie-up. Inbound, Sarin has it. Down the baseline, shot goes up and fouled in the act of shooting, and I believe ball's going to the line. So 7-4 ball game, points are at a premium. It was all Jags early, and now the Dream Team have climbed back in. Sarin with a chance here to maybe create a little more distance. Steps up to the blue line, fires one, and banks it in. Rimmed it around, and it counts. Starts at the free throw line so he can take that jump up. Heaves another one, he's got them both. He's 100% from the line today. 14 has run the point some today. She's back at it again. Goes right by Sarin in the defense. Misses high to the right. Good looking shot. And Jags have a rebound. 8 will bring it down court. Gallo looking to give it to Sarin. 14 all the way there. Shoots it and foul. They're going to call it on Sarin, and she'll go to the line. And that may be the end of the quarter. Everybody hits the side while she shoots, and she makes good on the first one. And the Dream Team determined to keep pace. Second shot up, and she nails them both. How about 14 on the stat sheet? It's halftime, 6-9, and we got a ball game. So fresh feet on the floor. Halftime over, and we're going opposite directions. We'll see if the muscle memory can keep up with it. Dream Team started with it, Dream Chasers rather. Jags steal it. Ball's loose there for a minute. And Cervantes hangs on to it, and then stripped by 14. She picks up where she left off at the last half. Darren fouls her, and so she'll go to the line and shoot. She made both of her shots just a moment ago. And so that's not the one you want to foul. So 14, 100% from the line so far. Takes her third free throw of the day and won't find it that time. Second shot. Finds it. And she's made 3 of 4. Money, and it's 8-9 one-point game. Inbound goes to Brown. He'll fake the pass. Then keep going that direction. Looking for a lane to go in. Falls, dishes off to King. Shoots it high. Loose for a minute and out of bounds. 21, who started the game at the point, continues her stuff. Darren keeping those hands moving. Finds help. Swiped away. Jags on the opposite end. He's looking for Darren. Picks up his dribble. And then Darren's there. Darren with a deep shot, and a foul on the shot. 0 will go back to the line. 2 shots for Darren. Toes on the blue tape. Dribbles a couple times, lines it up, and finds the back of the rim. It won't go. 3 fresh feet in for the Dream Team. Darren prepares for shot number 2, and this one's going to be short off the front of the rim, and Dream Team has the board. .430 in the third period, just a 1-point game. Deep shot, front of the rim, short, loose. Gabriel on the bottom end of it, and a jump ball called. Jags took a timeout. We're back from it now, and Darren's got the ball in his hands with 4:13 in the third. Jags, who have led the whole way, only have a 1-point lead now. Perez back to Brown. He'll wheel around the baseline, try to cut in, and loses balance and falls. Pass out to Elijah. Cam races for it. Now he's got to find somebody. He does. Elisha thought about lining up the 3-ball. Cardona moving around, an errant pass there. McKellar maybe on the other end of that to save it. Perez has it. And he's got to find somebody to give it to. Rolls one over to Darren. Darren wheels into the key. Puts a shot up but never lined up. 14 had it, and she does now. And the grimace on these faces, classic. She works to the right side, looking to shoot the whole way up, and they're going to call her for a travel. Didn't attempt the dribble enough. That's kind of a subjective call the referees will just make from time to time. So Darren works down court, switches the court over to Cam. Cam over to McKellar. Baseline shot too high. Darren there to try to catch it but couldn't ascertain it. Hit him in the face, and then 14 ties up McKellar. So possession arrow in favor of blue. Darren will pick up 6 at the point. Body check him. He goes by him. Shot goes up, and all ball, the block called, and it's going to stay with the Dream Team. Inbound, high, catch and shoot, and rolls one home. And the first lead of the day for the Dream Team Blue, showing on the scoreboard now with 2:14 to go in the third quarter. The Jags now play from behind, 10-9. Darren, step back, 3 ball. Nearly made it on frame, and the Dream Team have the rebound. And the momentum, I'll add. Cam will pick up 21 and get called for the foul, too aggressive. Inbound is a handoff, and then Darren ties him up. 1:22 in the third. Darren crossover into the key, finds a lane, but misses the whole target. McKellar there to bail him. Ball loose on the floor, and 14 will have it. And she can come down unimpeded. McKellar now will meet her. Arms out, slide to the left. As she goes to the left, and Darren steals it. And then stolen right back, but a foul called. So Cam will have the inbound duties. 21 will get her hands up in his face, and he'll find Darren. Darren almost loses the ball. He's got to save it before he goes out of bounds, and does. McKellar crosses court, back to his left, and the whole team follows him over there. Finds Cam, 14 seconds in the third quarter. They're going to have to fire this one. I don't know if they're watching, and the ball stripped out of the way, and now they won't have a time to get it shot off because the clock will expire. 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the period. It's a 1-point game going into the final chapter. So Dream Chasers will have it to start the fourth, and they'll wait to get the clock set. So inbound comes. Gabriel will slide over and try to find 14 as she tries to cut through. She put a good-looking shot up, wouldn't fall, and it'll stay down here as it's knocked away by the Jags. So inbound coming, looking for 14. Darren's got his hands up, and Sarin steps in front of it, and here comes 5. Sarin on the fast break, and now he'll settle down as the team gets down in front of him, loses it. Gabriel there, picks it up, and a whistle blows, and a foul called. The problem with all the fouls is that with a running clock, you end up missing out on a lot of play time. Darren has it now on the right side, cuts in, loose dribble, and a jump ball. The dribble got away from him, and the Dream Team made him pay for it. Chasers, that is. So it's a possession for the Jags. King finds deep. Pooty maybe had the lane, but waited too long. The shot's short now. King has the rebound. Up he goes. Not enough on it. And then the jump ball between the same team. He says, never mind, it's just going to be a travel. He thought it was an opposite player from each team, but it wasn't, and so it winds up being a turnover. So there's the unlucky part of having same color jerseys. 14 works her magic. Darren hands out. And then Sarin there takes it away, and then she tries to get it back. Sarin has it, wins the battle, and here come the Jags. Sarin down the lane, and couldn't keep control of it enough to get the shot off, and now it's a jump ball, and this possession will go to the Dream Chasers.
Stay right there. There you go. Stay there. Stay there.
Jags are going to have to find a way to get that ball up in the air more than they've done. And Sarin has another steal and then loses it. So pass high, Darren swipes it, and here he comes the other direction. A layup opportunity, and he knocks it out! Gets his own board back, wrestles it free, ball's loose, and then King and Gabriel fighting for it. They're on their own team, and now the Dream Team comes and puts their hands on it, and they got to know that they can't wrestle it from each other. So it stays with the Jags. Gabriel down the baseline, and then fouled from the reach around. Sarin will inbound. They'll stack it. Sarin looking for Darren. He makes a good run. Darren lines up the shot, and too far outside. Gabriel has the rebound. Back up he goes, and in! And the go-ahead bucket belongs to the Jags with 4:28 to go in the game. So the lead change happens again. Ball's loose. They could go down and grab it, but they won't. He'll just get back up. Darren trying to play defense still. Six looking for help. High pass, and Gabriel there, and a timeout called by Dream Team. Chasers. So Perez and Gallo check in for the Jags. Jags defense needs a stand here. Four wheels around to the right side. Nobody guarding her. She'll take the shot. Almost on frame. Misses to the right, and two's got the board. They can't press till under 2 minutes, the defense that is. And Perez loses the dribble, 21, wrestles it free. And she'll be able to take it down unimpeded now. Pass over the corner, Gallo there to mix things up. Six, down the lane, and rolls one home, and a lead change happens again. Dream Chasers back in front. You don't see too many of these back and forth games, which is why this is exciting. Darren into the paint, puts one up, and in, and he's got the lead right back. How about that? 3 possessions and 3 lead changes. And that's got the crowd into it here. Six works to his right side, takes aim, blocked, and so they won't call the up and down. 4, Soren trying to steal it. She's trying to find a lane, high pass over to 21. She finds the lane, shoots short, and the Jags let it go out of bounds. 13-12 Jags. Darren finds Perez to the right side. Perez into the middle, and stolen. Got the dribble out in front of him too much, and they made him pay. 4, here she comes, right side. Darren picks her up, swipes at the ball, and mixes things up enough, and they may call jump ball, they will. The inbound will come from this end. 21, the Jags will bring McKellar back on the floor. The 6, catch and shoot, nearly had it too deep, and Darren wrestles it away. Works down, crosses 6 over, into the paint, lets the defense go by, too deep on the shot. Gabriel has it back up, and it's too deep. And the Dream Chasers this time, able to get their hands on it, kicks out, 14's got it. They're saying you can press her now, we're under 2 minutes. Perez, he will be called with the foul with tripping. So the press allowed now, and 6 will race towards his end of the basket. I think the Jags were confused which way it was going, and Gabriel has a block. And that's another block, 2 blocks in a row for Gabe. And the ball's loose, and now he's got to tie up, and that's some fine defense for number 23. Inbound coming, and they're gonna press now. Back to Cam. Cam picked up by 6, and then off his foot. Darren playing defense, and Soren let him go right past him, and then they're gonna say no basket, a travel up and down. So the press is on now by both teams. Darren keeping the dribble alive, off to McKellar. McKellar hits the ground, and they tie him up. So Darren's gonna try to mix things up on this end, and they'll call him for the reach-in. The inbound comes to the backcourt. Soren trying to run with him. 6 races to his left side. Gabe picks him up. McKellar there as well. Hands go up. Dish off to 14. She's had a hot hand. 2 seconds to go. 1, and she won't get it in time. And they say no foul. That's how it ends. 13-12. That's ball game, and that gave you all you wanted, suspense and everything. How about the contest between these two? Jags improved to 3-2 by the skin of their teeth, and we'll see you guys for week 6 next time.